Hi there, Visionary family, and welcome back to another one with Lady Visionary. If you guys are new to my channel, please do me a favor and go and smash on that red subscribe button. So many of you guys keep joining my channel. Well, not joining, but so many of you guys keep coming back to my channel time after time after time after time after time, but you are still not yet subscribed. You're enjoying the content, but not yet subscribed. Please do consider joining the Visionary family. There are big things happening on this channel. You know, I'm doing great things. There are other people doing great things that I also want to share on this channel. And there's so much we can learn from each other. So please do me that favor and smash on that red subscribe button. And for those of you guys who are just like, clicking in, you're not sure who Lady Visionary is. Who is this girl who is doing videos on Rwanda? Well, my name is Kerry-Ann, and I relocated from the UK, and I'm now venturing into Rwanda and exploring with my husband, who's a Rwandan, as well as my kids. Some people would say they're half Jamaican and half Rwandan, but yeah, they take their dad's side. So I would say that they're Rwandan. So yeah, I've relocated from the UK, had enough of that life, and I wanted to come back to the motherland and, give the best of me to the motherland. So that's why I'm here. It has not been easy. It's not been a bed of roses, guys. I do not want to let you guys, I don't want it to appear as if it's been easy or it's been a bed of roses. And I don't want you guys to romanticize about Africa as much as, you know, the journey can be fulfilling and rewarding and exciting. However, it doesn't come without its challenges. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I've done numerous videos about the challenges that, the diaspora can face when moving to the continent. So if you are new, just go and check out some of my videos and then you will know exactly what I am talking about. So I just want to say thank you guys for being here in the building. I really, really appreciate you guys. Some of you guys know that I was live earlier on and I was talking about how to move your money from the US or Europe to Rwanda. So if you haven't seen that live and that's one of your concerns, you're coming to Rwanda and not quite sure how you move your money to Rwanda, then please do go and check out that live because it's very, very informative. And for those of you guys who are thinking about relocating in or investing in Rwanda, and you feel like you need a bit more information, you need to talk to someone on the ground, someone that can help you get the information, somebody who knows what she's talking about, then you can book a consultation with myself. All the details are down below in the description bar. It is projecthealtha@gmail.com. We would set up a consultation via Zoom. And yeah, guys, it is at an affordable price, not to worry. It is very, very affordable. And guess what? All the support that I get, people booking the consultation, whether it's a super chat donation, whenever I'm live, all of that is channeled towards the projects that I'm doing here. You guys know I have a farm. I need more farm animals, guys. I'm expanding the rabbit farm. Currently, yeah, I think we started today expanding the rabbit farm. I'm doing the diaspora building project where I'm building homes for the diaspora. So basically, any one of you guys who's thinking about coming to Rwanda and you need a place to stay, you have a place to stay for up to 1 month. The only thing that you have to pay for is utilities. So if you want to find out more about the diaspora building project, you can, there is actually a video on my channel that you can go ahead and check that out. You can go ahead and check out that video. And I'm looking I'm looking for supporters. So if you are compelled to support, then, all the details are in the description bar on how you can support me and the various projects I'm doing. I didn't mention the hotel project. Many of you guys know that I am working on a hotel project here in Rwanda. It's not easy, but slowly but surely we're getting there. And, it just involves determination and passion. Like, if you're not passionate about what you want to do, then it's going to be very, very difficult for you. So find your passion and run with it and be patient and be consistent, right? Let me know who is in the building. I'm seeing you guys join. I want to say hi and welcome, guys. Make sure you hit the like button as you enter in. Make sure you hit the like button. We're about to get into this. We're just waiting for a few more people to join, and then I am gonna jump into the topic. All right. It's a very interesting one. A very interesting one. So do let me know where you're listening in from. See more of you guys join. Hello and welcome to my channel. It is your girl or your lady visionary. So nice to have you guys listening in. You could be somewhere else, but you've chosen to come in and be with me. So I do appreciate your time. I value your time. So thank you guys so much. Please make sure you hit on that like button as you enter in. For those of you guys who are not following me on Instagram, like, guys, you know what happened? You would have missed it because, yeah, I posted on Instagram today. I made, obviously in Rwanda, they don't have like everything that I need with regards to, the Caribbean, like, because I'm originally from the Caribbean, so I was born in Jamaica. So I tried to make do with what Rwanda has. But today I made rice and peas. I made rice and peas. And instead of using, I did a stew. Instead of using chicken, I used a stew. I did stew rabbit. So rice and peas and stew rabbit. Guys, you need to go ahead and check that video. Like, it's not a video. It's just a short, I guess. I guess it's a short clip of that dish that I made today. Rice and peas for all my Jamaican people out there, who are so big on traditional foods. Like today is Sunday here. And, traditionally in a Jamaican household, we normally have our rice and peas. We love our rice and peas, right? So today, I cooked rice and peas. Well, it's not peas, but yeah, it's the red kidney beans. So I had actually planted those on my land and harvested them. So I've got, oh God, I think I ended up with like 100 kilos of beans from my land, and I did end up giving some of it away. So I've got a lot of beans that I've harvested. I've got a lot of corn that I'm making porridge with, my cornmeal. Like, people think that when you come to Africa, you can't have, all your Jamaican luxury, but you still can. Look, today I had a traditional dish, Jamaican dish, my rice and peas, and instead of using chicken, I did stewed rabbit, right? And it tasted delicious, like absolutely delicious, yeah. And like with the rice and peas, I put my coconut in there. I put a bit of garlic, I put a bit of onion, a bit of thyme in the rice. Guys, it was just mwah, 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 mwah. So guys, when you're coming, I'm gonna cook for you. Like, I'm gonna cook a traditional Jamaican dish for you. Instead of the stew chicken, I'm gonna add the stew rabbit. It was tasty. Like, rabbit meat, guys, is a lot more healthy than chicken, by the way. So if you don't know that, you need to do your own research, because it was just boom. So yeah, just go ahead and check out my Instagram. That is lady underscore visionary. And then you can see that dish because it just looks very delicious, right? And I know some of my Jamaican people will be wanting to come to Rwanda and sort of really concerned about things that they can get here. Obviously, you can't get everything here. That is the truth. You can't get your ackee here. There's no ackee trees. Like, I bought some ackee seeds, but I don't know what's happening. I'm still watching them and hoping that, they will sprout. But yeah, there's no ackee here. There's no saltfish for all my Jamaican people who love the ackee and saltfish like me. You still can do your fried dumpling. They have something called, like, because we have like a traditional dish as well, is fried dumplings with was it kalaloo, which is like a spinach. We add our saltfish in there. But you can like use alternatives, so you still can have your fried dumpling the way us Jamaicans we usually make it. And then you can have they have a thing here called dodo, so you can add dodo, which is like a green spinach. And then they have this fish called sambaza, so you can add your sambaza in replacement of the saltfish. And then you can make your alternative what's it, kalaloo and saltfish, which tastes really nice with your fried dumplings. And here they call them mandazis, right? So yeah, guys, I'm really excited about that. I'm trying to like work out what things they have in Rwanda and still sort of bringing it all together to be able to make a delicious Jamaican, dish. We can make, like, here I've got my cock soup, so I can make my still make my fish soup. I can make my chicken soup. Guys, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. But anyway, I've been rambling on a little bit. I'm seeing more of you guys join. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you smash on the like button, guys. I need you guys to support me. Just like the live stream, like the videos. It helps me to gain visibility. It helps to also it helps others learn about my channel and what I offer. And it's all about being inspirational, educational here on the channel, and just sharing my journey here from the UK to Rwanda. And as I go along, I will definitely continue to share that. And so you guys can also learn from my journey. There's different ways you can support my channel. Like every time I'm live with super chat, I didn't put on my PayPal link, but also you can support the Diaspora Building Project. A lot of you guys know about that. There's a PayPal link going across the screen, but all the details, and also I'm on Patreon as well. So if you want to support via Patreon, I do offer a little bit more behind the scenes, what's happening with me now, because there has been a recent change. But you guys will need to go over on Patreon and support and find out what is actually happening with me, because a lot has changed, guys, recently. A lot has changed, but I'm pushing on, I'm staying strong, and I am pushing on. So I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you who's here in the building. Thank you so much, guys. And if I'm squinting, that's because, I was going to put my contacts in and then I decided not to. So please bear with me as, I'm going to be going through and seeing who we have in the building, and then we're going to go into the topic. Rwanda will not abandon you. And I say that with my chest, right? Rwanda will not abandon us, the diaspora, those of us who want to come home to the motherland. Rwanda will not abandon you. And I will go further into that in a moment. But firstly, I just want to greet you guys who are in the building. Again, thank you so much for joining. You could be somewhere else, but you chose to be here with me. So I do appreciate your time, and I will not take it for very long. Yeah, let's see who we have here. We have Afrique Lioness saying greetings, sis. Greetings to you as well. Joyce is in the building. Greetings, Lady Visionary. Greetings to you as well. How you doing? Matthew Johnson is in the building. Greetings from Washington, D.C. Oh, wow. Kerry Rains is in the building, one of my Patreon supporters. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello all from Atlanta, US. Looking forward to listening in on this topic. Great, great, great. Greetings from Brom. Is that Kennard? Wow, okay. I was living in London most of my life, and then moved to Birmingham. And then from Birmingham, I came to Rwanda. So yes, okay, a Brommy in the building. Okay, Honeycomb 368. A greetings, sis, and the Lady Visionary family. Thank you. Greetings to you as well. Afrique, you are awesome, sis. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, guys. Esther's in the building. Hi, Lady Visionary. Hello to you as well. Honeycomb is saying, I love callaloo. Yes, me too. My fried dumpling with my callaloo and saltfish. Guys, listen, I was born in Jamaica and I do love my Jamaican food so much, guys. I do love my Jamaican food. So even being here in Rwanda, I embrace the Rwandan foods, but I also cook Jamaican foods whilst I'm here. And yeah, I'm enjoying the best of both worlds, Deborah's in the building saying, hey, from Belgium. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you smash on the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already done so. Those of you, again, who are new and you don't know who Lady Visionary is, I am an inspirational woman, a phenomenal woman who has transitioned or relocated from the UK to Rwanda, and I'm doing big things here, and I'm walking in faith. I'm walking in faith and hoping that and hoping that everything will work out. But also not only in faith, because faith is like the belief in things unseen, but also I am putting in the work. So I'm putting in the work and I'm walking by faith. And I really, really, really believe that definitely I will reach my goals. I'm here. Well, I relocated with my husband and two boys. They're two babies. One is 3 and the other one is 2, right? So 2 young babies, and I'm doing all of these projects. There are days when I do get overwhelmed because there's a lot going on. I still have to be a mom, I still have to be a wife, and I still have to work on my projects because I do want to be successful. I do want to succeed with what I'm doing here on the ground because, yeah, there's just no looking back really. And yeah, the West is not for me. It's not, I don't know if it's for you, but it's definitely not for me. And I found my purpose and, what makes me happy, what makes me feel fulfilled. And just that drive towards the vision, towards the goal, it's just like, it's phenomenal. It is to last for a lifetime, even when I'm not here anymore as Lady Visionary or doing YouTube. Yeah, that legacy that I'm building will definitely last for a lifetime. So it's bigger than me, it's bigger than us. It's really, really big. So guys, yeah, let's get into it. Rwanda will not abandon you. And a couple of weeks ago I bumped into someone. I didn't know the person before, and I just bumped into this person, and we got talking, and then he realized who I was. He was like, oh my God, Lady Visionary, I watch your channel, and I watch your channel, and it's really inspirational what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And he's a Rwandan, and he was saying, um, with the diaspora coming home, because I told him, a lot of us are coming back to the motherland, and some of us are a little bit fearful because they're like, oh, we'll run. How is Rwanda? Will they accept us? And everything like that. You have questions and concerns about Rwanda. And he was saying, they don't have to worry because Rwanda will not abandon the diaspora. And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean by that? And obviously I understand what that means, but I wanted him to go into more detail. And what he was saying is that, Rwanda has been at a place of abandonment during the 1994 genocide, when the UN basically didn't do enough to intervene with what was happening, And so he was telling me that Rwandans know what it feels like to be abandoned. So those people from the diaspora, a lot of us have struggled with our identity and things like that because of our history and how we've been displaced, So us in coming home, we want to be embraced by our continental brothers and sisters. And, he was just giving me a little bit of reassurance as a Rwandan to say, Rwanda has been at that place where it's been abandoned. So there's no way we are going to not accept the diaspora coming home. There's no way we, as Rwandans, we will reject the diaspora. There's no way we will abandon you guys and make you not feel a part of us. We will embrace you. And I was like, wow, wow. And what I really love about Rwanda is that the people here are very, very friendly. They will, they're very interactive. They will embrace you. They will make you feel a part of, like, Rwandans will actually invite you into their houses to come and sit with them and have dinner. And you can actually feel part of a community. You can actually feel part of a family, because a lot of us, and there'll be a lot of testimonies from the diaspora, how we've been, how the challenges that we have faced in the West, the discrimination, the systematic racism, the institutional racism that we have faced in the West. And even when we're giving our best, or like what comes up consistently is that, right, you are Black, so you are less than, And I've been in that situation numerous times, even growing up as a teenager in the UK. And, people asking me, I have a degree and a master's. I've been asked by my white counterpart, how did I attain those degrees? And I'm like, just like my other white counterparts, I didn't get it off the black market. So for those of you guys who don't know, I have a degree in physiotherapy. Before I came to Rwanda, I was actually practicing as a physiotherapist. I'm actually registered to practice here in Rwanda, but I need to renew. I just need to renew my license if I want to, practice again. So I was volunteering or working at a hospital in Kigali because I wanted to learn more about the health system and what I could potentially bring. I'm not practicing right now, so it's been 8 months, roughly around 8 months since I've been in Rwanda. So I'm not practicing right now, but I will get back into the health arena very, very soon. I have been offered a job in physiotherapy, but and that's here in in Rwanda, sorry, because I'm now in Musanze. I have been offered a job in Kigali, but I did turn that down because I'm focused on other things right now. But definitely, the health sector is so big in Africa. There's always room for growth. There's always room to bring something to the table. So definitely, I will not let go of that. Also, I have a master's in global health and international development. So I'm very knowledgeable in terms of development in Africa, right? And I'm very passionate about development in Africa. And that's why, we, the diaspora, we need to come home because a lot of the times, or you guys know, it's been a hand to mouth situation for a lot of continental Africans, where a lot of these like NGOs and other organizations, they come into Africa, they have very, very skewed motives, right? And they come and they offer a bit of money, but they maintain poverty. Their intention is to maintain poverty in Africa. And for me, yes, obviously we can always help our brothers and sisters, but there's this saying: if you give a man a fish, he will eat for a day, but if you give him a rod, he will fish for a lifetime. So my kind of philosophy and the way that I'm thinking, it's like when I'm coming here, it's not about giving charity. It's about providing job opportunities for people here on the ground. And I've been fortunate enough, with the support of you guys, to be able to employ people and pay them. So that's what the diaspora coming home need to think about. It's like you need to think about not just coming here like to what's the word? Don't come here thinking about you want to find a job here. Come here with something in mind, because there's so much that the diaspora we can do, and with the diaspora coming home, there's the mobilization of money. We're bringing the capital to the continent, and a lot of people are not happy about that. A lot of the superpowers are not happy about that, but we're just fed up with how we've been treated in the West, how we've been treated in the Americas, like this constant racism. You guys, was it recently with the footballers and on the England team where I think they missed a couple of penalties, and and they were all black, so these people started telling them, look, you monkeys, you need to go back to Africa, So it really demonstrates how these people really view us. When we're doing good and it benefits them, it's fine. But if, we slip up, we become monkeys, we need to go back to our country, and being in that type of environment, to be honest, is not healthy. And like growing up in the UK, I've always feared like having children and growing up in that hostile environment where like there's that projection, and my children will potentially always have to think about their skin color and feeling less than. And so I didn't want that for my children. I really didn't want that for my children. So I started to think really early about what I wanted to do, the environment that I wanted my children to be in. I have two black boys that would become phenomenal men, and living in these systems of oppression and making you feel like as black men or black boys growing up, teenagers, that oppression that you face in the West. I didn't want them to go through that. So that's one of the reasons I'm really happy to be here. They can learn the culture because they are Rwandan. For those of you guys who don't know, my husband is actually Rwandese. So yeah, learning culture and just like really that forming a part of their character and really appreciating where they're coming from and appreciating their blackness. I think also recently in the UK, a couple of months ago, a young boy was about 14 years old, was racially targeted and killed, after he had finished his football practice. His mother was waiting for him to come home and he never came home. They racially targeted him and killed him, cold-blooded murder, murder in Birmingham, UK, right? You guys can look up the statistics, the level of crime in London amongst like young youth. A lot of the youth in, are just the black youths are just so confused. Um, you know, yeah, the black families are distorted, and there needs to be a change in that. And a lot of you guys, a lot of my viewers watching in from, where is it, the US, you guys know how it is in the US. Walking down the street as a black person, you can be killed. Just going out for a jog, you can be gunned down by citizens. Just because you're racially targeted by the police, you can be murdered cold-bloodedly, like in cold blood. It's just, that's no way to live. That's no way to live. Constantly looking out over your shoulder, constantly feeling that level of oppression, and then your children being born into that, and then it's just an ongoing cycle. So it's like, instead of being in these environments where we're not appreciated, and when we're giving our best, and then at the end we just don't get anything back, we don't get the respect, we're constantly reminded about the color of our skin. Instead of being in those environments, let's just come back to the motherland. And it's so amazing because, when our ancestors were forcibly taken from the continent, and they didn't know what was going on, they were being chained, they were on ships, they're going across the oceans, and I'm sure, like, I can just imagine how they must have felt, like, knowing that they're taken away from their families, and will they ever come back home? And we, the descendants of our ancestors, we are coming home. So I can just, our ancestors are very, very happy right now, very, very happy, extremely happy, because we've been displaced all over the world, and having issues with our identity and all of that stuff. But now there is something that's bringing us back, and it's our ancestors that's bringing us back to the motherland and drawing us back and saying, come home. This is your roots, you belong here. And continental Africans need to understand that we belong here. It's not our fault that our ancestors were forcibly taken, but this is our home. This is our home. So it's really amazing to know that, like, Rwanda, it will not abandon the diaspora. Rwanda will embrace you. Some people have concerns about, if I leave America, if I leave Europe, will there be issues around the visas and things like that? And those are genuine concerns. But what I can say from what I'm learning about Rwanda, being here on the ground, the Rwanda immigration will support you. They will point you in the right direction. There's information on the Rwanda immigration website, that sets out all the different types of visas and all the requirements. You can actually turn up to their office and speak to them, and they will direct you in the right direction. I would say definitely come here with a plan. Definitely come with a plan, but do not be afraid, because definitely, Rwanda will not abandon you, because they have been at a place of abandonment. So Rwanda knows exactly what that feels like, and there's nothing like coming to the motherland and feeling like, feeling that level of rejection or abandonment. So I know that for Rwanda, because I guess a lot of African countries did not see this coming. They did not really see the numbers coming. The descendants of our ancestors. We're coming home. I don't think they anticipated it within all their plans. So, this is something that that's coming to their doorsteps, and they are receiving us. They're receiving us, and it will take some time for some other maybe policies to change. But you can apply for visas. Rwanda will be here to support you. Definitely. They will guide you. They will support you, even within business, because obviously a lot of the diaspora coming here, Rwanda wants to see, like, that you have, there's no such thing as automatic citizenship or just getting residency just like that. You have to be able to demonstrate that, you have some sort of project that is sustainable, and, you mean well for the country. So that on those grounds, it's possible that you can get residency. But for the moment, a lot of us, are applying for visas and having to extend our visas and so on. But I'm hoping that Rwanda will eventually give us like maybe a longer length visa, because not like now it's like shorter visas, like maybe 3 months or 6 months or 2 years. So I think as more of us come to Rwanda and we're bringing our resources here, we're bringing our knowledge, we're bringing our skills, we're bringing our money, hopefully there will be changes in policies that really reflect that Rwanda can embrace us a lot more. But definitely Rwanda is embracing the diaspora. Those of you guys who are here, you know how Rwanda has been very, very welcoming, extremely welcoming, and you can see that Rwanda is a country that is, considering what it's been through and considering it's a small country, what they've been able to achieve has been really, really phenomenal. It's been really, really inspirational. And, Rwanda has gone through this reconciliation and healing. So for a lot of us who are, somehow hurt, wounded, it's a really nice place just to also heal and learn and develop ourselves and be better. I think Rwanda is a true example of how you can be better in a short period of time. Rwanda is a country that's very much focused, and you can definitely see that when you're here on the ground. It's a country that maps out its plans in terms of what it wants to achieve within the coming years. So it's really great to be a part of that. It's really, really great to be a part of that. And yeah, I'm someone who's just really inspired by Rwanda, and I want to be a part of the development of Rwanda. Hence why I'm here with my family, and we're investing and we're learning and we're venturing. As I said, it's not always easy. There are times when I'm seriously challenged and it's hard. But in life, my mom always used to say to me, "Nothing good comes easy." So I'm working hard because I do have a vision and I believe in the end goal, and I believe definitely I will get there. Definitely I'm making progress, and the more I'm here in Rwanda, the more I am interacting with the people, and the more like people, like even a couple of days ago, oh my God, like a local person came up to me, and he was basically saying like, he just looked at me and he was shaking his head, and I was just like, "Why are you shaking your head?" He was like, "No, because you don't understand how amazing you and your husband are. Like what you've been doing for our community has just been great." And I was just like, wow, really, and just list like it's just really I don't know what to, there's a feeling, it's just amazing. It's just phenomenal to be able to, I feel like I haven't even reached the peak of what I want to do in Rwanda, but yet there are people who are coming and saying, you really impacted my life in the short period of time that I've met you. And for me, it's just like, wow, 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 wow. So I'm like, right, if more of the diaspora come home, the more of us that bring our skills, the more of us that are able to create job opportunities, and not this idea of just like giving charity, because Africa needs sustainable development. We need businesses, we need industries, we need so many things, and what we don't need is that continuous, all right, we'll give charity to Africa, because has been the ongoing problem and what has been sustaining poverty here in Africa. So it's really in like hearing people's testimonies of how we've impacted their lives, like it's just really crazy. And as I said, like we haven't even like we're not where we want to be yet. We haven't achieved some of the things that we want to achieve, because definitely when things are when things are completed, we would impacted so many lives by just creating job opportunities for local people, for Rwandans. So it's just it's definitely a journey, a beautiful journey. Definitely, as I said, hiccups in the road, but humps and bumps in the road. But I definitely believe that it's worth it. It's definitely worth it, especially when people come up to me and say, this, you're so phenomenal, you're great, the way you've impacted our lives. And I'm like, but I want to do so much more. You don't understand. Guys, I've been waffling on, so please, 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 please make sure you like the video, the live stream, should I say. Make sure you like the live stream. I'm seeing so many of you guys in here. Thank you so much for joining. I'm not on here for very, very long, but I just had a message that I wanted to share because of what I'm, I guess, experiencing here on the ground, how Rwandans have embraced me and speaking to Rwandans. And, you know, this man that I met was just like, yeah, Rwanda will not abandon you. We have been a place of abandonment, and we know what that feels like. So there's no way we're gonna abandon you. So be rest assured that you guys can come home. That just made my heart glow, if that makes sense, guys. That just made my heart glow. I felt so happy, and I was like, definitely, I want to share it with you guys. I definitely want to share it with you guys, but also being on the ground here, you know, seeing how Rwandans have embraced me. And I definitely feel that it's genuine. They've embraced me, made me feel part of the family, and you know, even when in situations where the language has been a barrier, you know, there's that I still feel that connection. I still feel that love, and it's just amazing, guys. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. Guys, I always say this on the channel, and it's the truth. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else except for where I'm born to be, and that is here on the motherland. Period. Would not want to be anywhere else, and I'm willing to ride the waves. I'm willing to ride the waves because this is bigger than you and I. So until death do us part, you know, I'm married to this. I'm married to this. Guys, I hope you're enjoying the conversation. If you are, please make sure you like, please make sure you support by giving a super chat. Guys, I keep talking about the Diaspora Building Project, but it's definitely happening. And those of you guys who are coming to Rwanda and you're saying, Lady Visionary, you've been talking about this, you've been talking about this project, you guys, I invite you guys to come and see what I'm doing here on the ground. You are invited. And you know, there are other people who have come to visit Rwanda and actually visited my project site and supported me. You know, so I'm really, really grateful. You don't understand. I'm so, so grateful, so, so appreciative, but also I need ongoing support to help me sustain what I'm doing here. Yeah, that comes without saying, because, you know, a lot of people will have to, like, you know, I don't want to be that person who says, right, I have to go back to Europe to make money, or you know what I mean. So I would really appreciate your ongoing love, ongoing support, even if it's just by liking, sharing out my videos, you know, donating something as little as $5, guys. It does make a contribution, and it does make an impact. So don't think that anything that you're doing is too small. It definitely counts. It definitely counts without fail. I don't know if you guys have any questions, but if you do, please, 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 please send out your questions. Let me just go through and see what you guys have been saying, because I have been talking. I've been talking. Hopefully you guys have caught on to some key points that really needs to come through in this live. So you guys know that, look, Rwanda, you know, Rwanda. you guys, like, if you guys watch my videos, if you guys are regular, you know, one of my videos or a couple of my videos, I've said, do not, like, Rwanda is a small country, it's landlocked, but I'm telling you, like, do not underestimate Rwanda, right? Do not underestimate Rwanda. And I just feel amazing. I feel great to be here positioned and being a part of this journey, and just seeing how Rwanda is developing. I'm not going to sit here and say Rwanda is like perfect. There is still so much work that needs to be done. But instead of complaining, why don't you make a contribution to the development of the motherland? Why don't you make a contribution to the development of Rwanda? You know, because, you know, we look at the history of Africa as a whole, and we know that there's been just constant instability, insecurity, you know, issues around safety, you know, and that's been deliberate to cause conflict amongst Africans and to just keep us distracted and not developing. So, like, like Rwanda and, other African countries, we really don't need that distraction, Like, whose team are you actually on? Whose team are you actually on? Do you know what I mean? So Rwanda will embrace you, especially if your intentions are good and you want to see the development of Rwanda, you want to be a part of that. Rwanda will embrace you with open arms. Let me tell you that. Rwanda will embrace you with open arms, right? As long as your intentions are good, you are invited. Come be a part of this movement, be a part of this phenomena, right? Right. So Esther is saying, lesson learned, find one's purpose. Yes. Like, I think that's so important. Finding your purpose, finding your reason for being, because that gives you motivation, gives you drive, gives you energy to wake up in the morning. Do you understand? Finding your purpose is paramount in this world, in this life. It's very, very paramount, because like then you just wake up not knowing, you're right from your left. Like, you're like a double-minded man. The wind blows left, you go left. The wind blows right, you go right. You know what I mean? So you just finding your purpose, just taking time. And what helped me find my purpose is when I decided to come to the motherland for the first time. That was back in 2010. That helped me because I was on a journey of discovering self, identity, healing, and learning more about my history, who I am as a person. And yeah, that journey of coming to the motherland really shaped me, really shaped me and made me into the person that I am today and I am becoming. So yeah, guys, purpose is everything. Kerry-Ann is saying, staying true to the vision. Yes, must stay true to the vision. I'm just keeping on going. Medjay's in the building. Hi, Kerry-Ann. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm known as Lady Visionary on here, but my real name is Kerry-Ann. Some people will say like the typical Jamaican name with the Ann, but yeah, that's my name, Kerry-Ann. Kerry-Ann. Okay, so DC's in the building. Good night, Lady Visionary and African family. Good night to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Deborah G saying impressive degrees. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Honeycomb 368A is saying we have nothing to prove to them. We're brilliant and making moves. Listen, like, guys, and I say this with my chest high, like, Black people, oh God. There's this quote, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, but we are powerful beyond measure. And the more I'm going through this journey, the more, like, when I found my purpose and just learning about my ancestors and everything that the journey and everything, I'm like, you know what? We have come a long way. And if only we recognize just how brilliant we are as a people, we would definitely go far. We would definitely go further, So definitely, Honeycomb, Black people, we are brilliant. We are brilliant beyond measure. And when you're on the continent and you see how continental Africans, even they're so creative, they adapt to some extreme situations. Some of us are saying in the West or in the Americas saying our lives are hard. The way we can learn so much from the continental Africans, how they can just adapt in various situations and how creative they have been with their resources. It's phenomenal. And I'm like, wow, Black people, hey, we are brilliant beyond measure. It's like, it really feels great to be Black, guys. It really does. Despite, the hardship that we face in the West and in the Americas, it does feel good to be Black. Right. Kerry-Ann is saying, sounds like your philosophy in nation building, Lady Visionary. I'm learning what that state of mind means and why it is critical that we have it. There are no better options. Most definitely. Most definitely. DC is saying, Lady, let's be honest. Many of the issues are Black men leaving the home, creating new families, then leaving them, leaving women and children unprotected. Yes, I think, you know what, a lot of our Black men, their minds have been distorted large because it's deliberate. It's deliberate. It's a deliberate intention to keep the Black families um just dysfunctional, right? So our Black men definitely need to wake up, exercise a level of awareness, and stop some of the nonsense that they're doing, because that's not the way forward. That's not the way forward for our people, you know, for our family. Definitely they need to be protecting the wives, they need to be protecting the children. So, you know, it's a lot to do with what we've been fed psychologically, and that's been intentional to keep us in a state of poverty, spiritually, mentally, physically, you know, is to destabilize us. And anyway, Deborah G, young Black men have been robbed of their dreams. They see little recourse for themselves except gangs or professional sports. We have to start much earlier to nurture the dreams of young Black boys. Most definitely, 100%. And I have babies that are boys, but they will grow up into teenagers and into men. And you know what you said is that, yeah, we, like, as a mother, as you know, me and my husband as parents, we have a huge responsibility on our shoulders to be able to nurture our children in the way that they should go, you know, not getting into criminal gangs, and you know, not just thinking, well, this is the only way that I'll make it if I get into sports. I mean, there's nothing wrong if they want to do sports, but you know, that shouldn't just be their mindset needs to be different, most definitely. And definitely being here on the continent, being here in Rwanda, definitely I think that's going to help shape them as young boys, and you know, as they transition to become men. So there is a lot of work that is going to, I know it's going to be a lot of work, but it's something that me and my husband, we're very much committed to ensuring that we nurture kids or nurture children that will become great beings in the future. Okay, please do make sure you like, make sure you support it with a super chat if you can. All the details are going along the screen as well as in the description bar. If you guys want to support the work that I'm doing here in Rwanda, I would very much appreciate that. This is a lady visionary. I think the conditions in Rwanda are ripe for business. Industries are great, but you need more industry money. Yes, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. Definitely, you need money. You need capital. You need, if you're coming here to do business, you need to make sure that your business is a profitable one. You also need to think about the issues with regards to COVID and the fluctuations that are happening, because sometimes, you know, we're in a lockdown, you know, we have to stay at home, you know, there's just various measures that are put in place to try and manage the situation. So definitely you have to come with enough capital. You need to assess your individual circumstances and be able to decide whether now is the right time. But I just want to let you know that when you are ready to come, Rwanda will not abandon you. Rwanda will embrace you with open arms, providing that your intentions are good. Yeah? Right. Okay. DC is saying, Lady Visionary, is Rwandan leaders really conscious of the African diaspora experience, descendants of trans? You know what? I think that obviously they know, because I have conversations with Rwandans, but you know, partly the conversations that we have, it's also to educate them and for them to understand also where we're coming from, because you know, they don't fully understand where we're coming from and our experiences in the West and the Americas. So you know, we also play a part in the education process. So when I do meet with Rwandans, we have those conversations. When I do meet with Rwandans and we have those conversations, it's very like, I try to educate them and inform them about, our history as well as what we are experiencing in the West and why we want to come home. So there is definitely, without a doubt, there's now like, because more of us are coming here to Rwanda, they're they're definitely aware of us, and they definitely know that we're coming, and they definitely know that we're coming in huge numbers, and potentially there'll be more of us coming. So that's something that they're learning. Definitely, that's why I was saying like it would be really nice that if Rwanda could like extend their visas to the diaspora, those of us who we want to come home, and we have good intentions. So instead of having like 3 or 6 months visas or 3 months visas, we can have that extended to maybe a year, 2 years, and so forth. Yeah. Okay. DC is saying, what building project is it on your Patreon? So on my Patreon is the Diaspora Building Project, guys. And for those of you guys who don't know about the Diaspora Building Project, I have acquired land. The size of the land is 2,023 square meters, 2,023 square meters. Part of that has been taken up, just a little part of that, to create a road, right? So it's my plot plus my neighboring plot, because there is a master plan. And so the government has created a road in the master plan, just capturing a bit of my land. So yes, I have bought the land here in Musanze, and the idea is to build 3-bedroom apartments. So 3 of those. I won't be able to build 3 of them straight away because I don't have the capital, but I can start building one. So I'll start building one, so it will have 3 units as well as like a parking space, as well as a garden space, a vegetation space where you can plant and produce fresh produce. Okay, and I guess my appeal anytime I'm live is for support from you guys for towards the project. So anything that you can offer to support, as I said, is even if it's as little as $5, it's making a contribution towards that project. So yeah, so the Patreon is for anybody who wants to give ongoing monthly support toward that specific project. And with the diaspora homes, it basically offers the diaspora, people returning home or visiting, a place to stay for up to a month without having to worry about, okay, where I'm going to stay, is it safe, blah, blah, blah. You have a place to stay for up to 1 month, free of charge, and the only thing you'd have to pay for is utilities, but it is chargeable after a month. And that's another way how we're going to sustain the project. And as more people come, we'll probably need to build more homes. So that's the Diaspora Building Project. Hopefully that was clear, guys. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I really appreciate you. So yeah, DC, please do consider supporting that on Patreon. I'd really appreciate that. Esther, Lady Visionary, thank you for being a strong and inspirational African queen. Oh, I do try. Thank you so much. Blessed life with Deidre. Greetings to you as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm messing up this screen now, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, Zen is in the building. Hi, Lady Visionary. Hello to you as well. Guys, if you have any questions, please do throw them at me in the comment section. I will be rounding up very, very shortly. So yeah, I think we've got about 10 more minutes, guys. You've got me for 10 more minutes. Yeah, let's make it an hour. So I'm rounding down now, guys. I am rounding up. DC, Lady Visionary cannot build by herself. Well wishes and calling her a queen does not build a nation. You heard her, sister. A $5 donation will go a long way. Oh, bless you. That's so true, guys. You know what I said? I'm walking by faith, and I'm working hard, and I'm also believing that my supporters will also help me. Yes, it does. Building, I cannot do that by myself. Most definitely, unity unity is very, very powerful. And as I said, anybody who wants to come and see the projects that I'm doing, it's open. I'm not hiding anything. It's open. You guys can come and see. Other people who have visited Rwanda have actually come and visited my project sites, right? And so it's the same for any of you guys who are out there thinking, well, I'd like to come, I'd like to support, you want to come and see the project site, you can. Most definitely you can. Without a doubt, you can. Okay. You come and see the farm. You can come and see, you can take a boat ride on Lake Brera. Come and see me up there, my project site. You can come and see the plot for the Diaspora building project. Obviously, right now it's just, it's just the land, but we need to get it up off the ground. We need to build. We need to build. Okay. And so, we can definitely start with the first unit. I would love to build 3. The land is big enough. I'd love to build 3. So I'll start off with 1. And then from there, we'll just keep building, guys. Just keep building. But yeah, definitely, as DC says, like, support is very, very much needed. Very much needed. And that's partly what I'm banking on, is the support. Obviously, I'm doing other things, trying to sustain, but also the support from you guys is means a lot. It will definitely go a very long way. The advocate. Gays, there sis, I have gays in my family and would like to visit Kigali, having a love from Africa. I was told that gays are seen daily in Kigali and are not harmed. Can you elaborate? Right, I don't know enough about this arena, but from what I know, obviously Rwandans are respectful to people from all walks of life. From what I know, we don't have that issue here like you may have in some other countries. So I don't know enough to be able to elaborate on that, but from what I know, Rwandans are very respectful people, and you choose what you want to do, and yeah, they will respect. You won't be harmed. You won't be harmed. We've not had any of those cases here, or that I know of anyway. So yeah. There was a gay gospel singer who came out a few years ago. He recounted being disappointed by the reaction from his family and friends, but I do not know of any public, is it repercussions? Yeah, I don't know of any public repercussions, if I'm honest, because obviously that's like within Africa, a lot of people look at that as, okay, that's very Western, that it's very, so for them, they're just sort of learning about this. For them, it's like a new phenomena. So, for a lot of families, that can be difficult. Salute Rwanda, I guess from Brazil. Hello. Paula. Is it Paula or Paulo? Okay. Kerry-Ann is saying, perhaps a series of African diaspora museums throughout the continent could be an effective ongoing project, or even a traveling museum could help. Wow, perhaps a series of African diaspora museums throughout the continent could be an effective ongoing project, or even a travel museum could help. Most definitely, there are lots of projects that are happening. People who are opening like cafes and a networking space for the diaspora who are coming through, that we can learn from each other and connect. And so many people are connecting that would not normally connect. So we're all kind of moving into that space now. So there's a lot happening. I know there's a lot happening here in Rwanda, a lot happening in Kigali. I'm seeing what's happening with the diaspora from the US, from the UK, and where I am in Musanze is a little bit quiet, but we're seeing more of the diaspora come here and also invest. So it's really amazing, guys. It's really amazing. Really amazing. The advocate is saying, thank you, beloved. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. Thank you so much. Yeah, also thanking Deborah. Guys, do you have any questions? I'll answer like one last question before I round up. Yeah, one last question. Yeah, one last question. I will answer that, and then I am going to call it a night, because what time is it here? It is, what time is it here? Oh, hold on, guys. What time is it? It is coming up to 10 o'clock, guys. Coming up to 10 o'clock in the evening here. And I know so many of you guys will be listening from all over the world. So thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, 9:43. I'm just like squinting and seeing the time on my phone. But yeah, any questions, any final questions? One person may have a question out there that they want me to answer. And yeah, I'm giving you that opportunity now before I exit this live and enter into my bed. Oh God, guys. Okay. So no one is asking a question. So again, I just want to thank you guys so, so much for joining me in this live. I really, really do appreciate your time and all your efforts, all your support. To all my old subscribers, I don't want to say that you guys are old subscribers, but for those of you guys who've been with me for the longest time, I just want to say thank you so much. And for all the new people, the newbies who have been like, oh my God, Lady Visionary, I'm new, a new subscriber. We've had quite a number of new subscribers in the last couple of weeks. So I just want to say thank you for joining the Visionary family. Hope you're inspired by this channel. Because yeah, we're here just to, provide inspiration. Well, I'm here. And also there's so much that I learned from you guys, and so much we're learning through interacting in the comment section, which is amazing. So many people that I've met through like being on YouTube, you guys, some of you guys who watched my content and then, coming over to Rwanda and meeting me in person. Yeah, it's really weird, but it's also amazing at the same time that, okay, this person used to be like, well, is one of my supporters who watched me in America or in the UK. And actually is not seeing me just on the screen, but it's also seeing me like face to face. So it's really amazing. It's really amazing. And it really gives me the, I guess, reassurance that I am doing a good job and it is having a positive impact on people's lives. So that's very, very encouraging. That, which helps me to just keep on going with what I'm doing, because obviously YouTube and editing and all of that stuff, it's a lot of work combined with like the projects I'm running as well. But I really love YouTube and what I'm doing, so it's not such a big deal. But let's see what Esther's saying. You did mention in your last live chat the need for more schools. Does that include nursery schools? Yes, especially like I think Kigali is saturated with options, but here in Musanze there's really a lack. So if you could open a nursery school, that would do really well. Like you'll probably be like, the minute you open or the minute you advertise, you just be fully booked within the first week. You would be fully booked. So there is definitely a need for nursery schools, especially here in Musanze, nursery, primary, and I think secondary. So because there's really a significant lack, and we need some options. Families here need more options, and they need good quality schools, good quality nurseries, and so forth. So guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys being here. It's been a phenomenal conversation. I've seen your comments and all your interactions. Thank you guys so much. If you're not following me on Instagram, why not? If you're not following me on Instagram, please do consider following me on Instagram. It is lady_visionary. I also have a business Instagram. It is Twin Lakes Recreational Island. And you can also check out my website, www.twinlakesisland.com, and you guys can just learn about what I'm doing here in Rwanda. And guess what, you guys, if you guys wanted to support directly through the website, just go to like the support page and you can actually support directly through the website. It's www.twinlakesisland.com. Okay. For those of you guys who are interested in relocating and doing business in Rwanda, I do offer consultations. The consultations are at a very reasonable cost. The consultations normally occur via Zoom for about an hour, but I can be a little bit flexible depending on how much information you want to gather. So do consider making an appointment, especially if you're interested in relocating and doing business, because obviously I'm here on the ground and I'm able to, offer a lot of information that can be valuable to you and your relocation journey. And also I'm here on the ground, so I can go out personally and gain information for you that will be beneficial for your business and your whole transition journey. So yeah, I think that is it, guys. I think that is it. I'm just trying to think if I've left anything else out. But thank you, guys. And again, if you do want to support, all the details is in the description bar. So thank you so much and have a wonderful day wherever you are. Mwah.